What up, everybody? In this one, we are talking about SoRare, which is another daily fantasy game, and it's very similar to DraftKings Rainmakers. If you're familiar with that, I've been putting out some daily fantasy content on DraftKings FanDuel. Going to be doing some SoRare as well. You really only have to lock in lineups twice a week, so maybe I'll try to do this twice a week or just once. But in this one, we're going to look at some of the best plays on SoRare, and obviously with DraftKings, they have the cap as a dollar amount. Over on SoRare, it is a number amount, and it's just their average score over their last 10 games. So you can get some guys with low scores to fit in these lineups because you get like 120 points or something in the lineup. So popular guys to play. And if you're not on SoRare yet, you can sign up with the link down below and you get free cards to play with. You can also buy cards like Rainmakers and you can win money, new cards, same kind of thing. But top guys are going to be rookies. They have low caps. Eddie at 17 looks pretty good. Finally got like 23 minutes last night. So a bunch of rookies are going to be the popular buys and some of these star players. But we're really looking for value plays. One that sticks out here, Josh Giddey at a 17 cap. And I kind of wish it was easier on SoRare to see like their last scores. But we know Giddey getting way more than 17. Yeah, looking at him, 46, 44. I mean, this is probably one of the best plays you can do if you have a Giddey. That's why his price is so high, also at 66. I didn't realize that. Then coming down, Khalil Ware actually had a -1 now, which is interesting if Bam ever, gets injured or isn't playing for a couple games. $7 here. You can get a -1, which helps with your lineup construction. Peyton Pritchard at a 12 cap, 56. He has been Drew Holiday. Got a 48 and a 31 and just a 12 cap. Another good one here is going to be Strother. He hasn't got the minutes that I thought he was going to get, but still at a 5 cap. He's definitely been getting like 15, 20, maybe even like some 25s in there. So at a 5, that's looking really good. Walker Kessler's been putting up some big scores at a 22. I like that one. Another one here, Buddy Hield with no Steph Curry for at least probably another week. You could probably get 2-3 games weeks out of him. At a 20, he's been hitting scores in the 30s, maybe even touching 40. Cody Williams starting has had some terrible fantasy production, but if he continues to start at a 7 cap, that one's looking pretty good. Kevin Porter Jr. barely plays. He plays like under 20 minutes, but he can get you like 14, 5, and 5 when he plays under 20 minutes. It's pretty crazy. So I actually don't mind that at a 9 cap, especially if you get a game where Harden sits. He's going to look really good. So some other guys that I wrote down that aren't on the popular first 2 pages. Pajemski at a 21, again with no Curry and no Wiggins. Pajemski's put up some massive scores, well over 21. Probably got something in the 40s from him. With Al Horford being out, you got Luke Cornett. So whoever's starting between Cornett at an 8 cap or Tillman looks pretty good. They both have low caps. He's a 7, so if you get news of who's starting on Friday, one of those guys looks like a good play. Another one's Alvarado with the injury to McCollum and the injury to DeJounte Murray. Alvarado started last game. He got like 16 points, 7 assists or something at a 14 cap. That one's looking really good. Looking at Toronto, we got Davion Mitchell, who's had some nice games. 15 cap, a little high for him, but he can easily get you 30 with the steal bonus especially. And then RJ Barrett does have a high cap, but with no Quickly and no Scotty Barnes, he has put up some massive scores. I want to say he got something in the 50s. Yeah, he got a 51, so a good play as long as Quickly's out. And then a guy I still like, and I'm waiting for a ceiling breakout game, Andre Drummond, 25 cap. He can easily get you 50, 60. We even saw him get 70 last year on DraftKings and probably on SoRare, so I still think good value over here. All right, so now that we have some value, let's build some lineups. So I'll show you guys how you can build lineups here. So we're gonna build a couple lineups with the free cards you get, and you can win real prizes. Let's see what the prize pool is. So you got to come in the top 50 to get an actual card in this contest. But if you come in the top 50%, you get a free card again. If you come in the top 25, you get a loot box, which I think has the possibility of getting a card, or they call it Essence, where you can get enough Essence to mint a limited card, which is a paid for card. So actually, before we set a lineup, you can actually swap cards in and out for the free cards. And Paolo Banchero just got injured for like a month, maybe even longer, possibly even 2 months. So I have his free card. I'm going to drop him, which gives me 38. And I already have a Giddy, and I wonder if I'm allowed to add just 1 or 2 players, because I want Drummond and Alvarado. I think I have enough points to get both of them. So if I add Drummond, let's see if they also let me add another player, because I still have points left. Okay, so they let me add 2, so you could trade in 2 for 1 as well. So now let's go build a lineup. So we're going to go with Wembanyama. We saw that ceiling game from him in his last one. I don't know actually how many SoRare points that was, but I'm guessing it was like close to 70. And then we're going to put in Drummond, who we just got, and we're going to put in Alvarado, and we're going to put in Giddy. That leaves us with 64, so then we're going to go Anthony Edwards. And actually, maybe I'll take Alvarado out. And with 33, I can actually go to Jalen Green instead of Alvarado. And this is a lineup here which has a potential to absolutely smash. So I'm liking this. Okay, this is my next lineup. You have less points in the contender to use. But for this one, we got Alvarado, Harrison Barnes, Eddie, Jalen Johnson, and MPJ. So I don't know if I mentioned those contests are over the weekend. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And they just take the top score if they have more than one game. For those contests, they also have a daily game, so let's see what I can use in the daily with what I have left. So I have Fox, Cornet. It doesn't look like I have enough to put out a daily lineup, so I'm just not going to do that. Okay, and then they have contests for just this season cards, which I don't have that many. I picked up some really low price guys that were like $4 and under. And basically what I've been doing is using Van Vliet because he has way too high of a cap at 43. And then you have to use 4 guys from this season. So I've been using Alex Len, who actually has been playing. And I've been using McCain. And then AJ Johnson, who hasn't played at all. And then I have Preston and Collier. Neither of them have played, but I'm going to go Collier. It says he's going to return today, so maybe he'll play in the case of a blowout and they have some injuries. But this lineup is not really competitive at all. But then you can go to last year's card, the classic cards, and we can set some lineups, and I can have some more competitive lineup over here. So there is the champion contest, which has basically a free slot where the points cap doesn't matter. I don't have a great champion right now. I was using Jalen Brunson last year for that, but he hasn't been as good this year, and his cap's getting pretty low at 41, so I'm going to use him in the contender. And all these cards I have are cards you actually have to pay for or that I have won in the past, so I don't have as many value guys like we were talking about earlier in the video, but we're going to go with Davion as some value and Josh Green. Then I'll go Dylan Brooks and Brooke Lopez. So that's going to be my first lineup. And you're going to enter 3 lineups in these contests now. So this one, we're going to go pretty balanced here. We're going to go Jalen Green, Jaden McDaniels. Dario Saric is definitely a streamer here at 4, backup center on the Nuggets. Oubre, Mike Conley. All right, so in this one, gave you guys some of the best value plays for SoRare for this weekend and build out some of the free lineups with the free cards, and also use some of the limited cards to build out lineups. Although I don't have the strongest value plays for the limited cards, so I might have to go out and buy something that I can use through this week to have some stronger lineups because they were looking pretty bad. And I probably need to go out and buy a champion as well for this season. That's going to be one of the top guys every week, but they can get definitely pretty expensive. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, subscribe to the channel. Check out some more SoRare content. Also, daily fantasy content. DraftKings, FanDuel, if you guys are into that as well. And we'll see you guys in another one.